If you weren't anything like me, or just thinking, wait, he did what when you can't do what? You got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a lot of fun. It's HOTT, as my mom would say. Hotter than Satan's tuchus out there, and it's a little rough. So again, hydrate, protect your skin as best you can. Whether you choose to, I don't know, wear sunscreen or wear shirts, hats, whatever it is, just don't mess around out there. Just absolutely don't mess around. Thanks so much. A little update: the girlfriend doing absolutely fine after the whole skin, thing with the chemo thing and the skin thing, doing absolutely fine, a lot better than the last time. So things are going to, but I appreciate y'all reaching out and asking. She's doing fantastic. So moving on, here's a story that I like to tell. This is not a Beastie Boys song, but this is a story that I want to tell. So I'm not patting myself on the back, but when I see somebody that is in a situation of life that I'm like, okay, dude, good for you, kind of vibe. I want to get to know that person. I want to talk to that person. And in this case, in this story, I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to name the store. I'm not going to name any of that. But there has been over the years a cart person, like, at a grocery store, the dude that gets all the carts. Dude's my age. And that's his deal. That's his gig. He is the cart dude at my age. And so I don't really know the whole story. All I know is that I fist bump the guy, say, hey, I call him by his name. I say, what's up, every time I see him. And no one else treats this guy like that. I mean, there's a few people who probably treat the guy like that, but I'm like, you know what, dude? So over time, over the years, it has come out that I have an outdoor program. I've had it for 11 years, but it just comes out. I think I was icing up or something like that for a trip to the lake. I think I was icing maybe for a hunt, whatever it was. But I told them, here's what I'm doing. And from that point on, and this was years ago, that every time I talk to this guy, it's just it's either like, hey, how you doing? Fist bump, that's it. Or it's, I'm going to go on a hunt. Did you get drawn? And I'll answer, but then he talks about these hunts, and I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, okay, cool, dude, yeah, man. I just let him tell the stories, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty rad. Okay, wow, man, yeah, okay, great. Shooting a white rhino on the moon, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, all right. And but I dig the dude. I want to make sure that he knows that he's loved, that he's paid attention to, that somebody respects him, and this dude's just out making it happen. This just a simple guy, and Grizz do not know. Grizz, we're not, nope, stop. Just a simple guy. And this weekend, or right before this weekend, I don't remember which day it was, but I go over there and the dude comes at me like, dude, hey. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, just fist bump. How you doing? I'm like, yeah, how you doing, man? And then I go about my shopping. He's waiting for me to get done with my shopping. As a matter of fact, to stop at Starbucks. He was waiting for me to stop and to chat with him. So I stop. He comes up to me and says this. Now, understand, we're dealing with years of like, I'm going hunting for this, I'm going hunting for that. And I'm like, okay, dude, yeah, cool, right on, man, good for you. He said, did I show you the pictures of my Africa hunt? I'm like, hold on a second. Hold. My whole mind now is going, did the dude really white rhino hunt? Yeah. What's up, Chris? Did the dude really hunt for a white rhino on the moon? Because he's never offered photographic evidence. Did I tell you about this hunt? He always say, did I tell you I'm going on this hunt? He would say. And I would just be like, cool. I just listen up and, just kind of high five him and things are great. Dude said, did I show you the pictures of my Africa hunt? Man pops out his phone, and I got to tell you, he starts showing me pictures of stuff that this guy took, grip and grins, in Africa. Dude, he goes, I think this is a record kudu. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm trying to process this whole thing. I'm like, I'm talking to the cart guy at my grocery store, and he's talking about I might have a record kudu. And he shows me this picture, and I think, damn it, that might be a record kudu. I said, what are you gonna do with that thing? He goes, shoulder mount it. I'm like, well, okay, of course you are, champ. And then he starts getting, and here's my brother's crocodile. Here's my brother's Cape buffalo. I'm like, y'all really went on a family damn safari to Africa and just crushed. And he's telling me story on top of story about this hunt, that hunt. My brother went this way, my dad, and then I saw this kudu. I just saw the horns, and I was like, okay, if he comes around me, I'm going to take him. And I'm blown away because he has photographic evidence. He's showing me this. And he's like, no, dude, check it out. This is what I got. And I'm trying to like stay cool here, y'all. You guys know me. So I'm going to ask this question. How the hell is the cart guy at my grocery store, who's my age, out hunting me? How is he having cooler outdoor hunting adventures than me? The hell is going on? And that was my mindset. Right or wrong, that was my mindset. And this guy he followed me out to the truck, and he's telling me story on it had to get to the point where I'm like, dude, it's 115 degrees out. I'm going to jump in the truck here. Next time I see you, we'll finish out these stories. And so I'm driving home in the same manner that when I was out with Kevin Nakata, the Sea Samurai, and we fought that bull sea lion for that yellowtail, and we lost it, and we're like paddling out like, basically we need to, seriously, new job chasing cars. Maybe. But we're like pedaling out with the Hobie kayaks, and we're going like 2 miles out, and we just didn't say a word. And that's kind of like the vibe I got driving home. I was like, what in the world am I doing wrong? What? This guy. And God love him for doing it. I am not knocking him in any way. God bless this kid. His dad apparently best friends with some game dude that does something with zebra, whatever it is. And so it worked it out. But I thought, y'all, none of this is out of reach. It isn't. None of it is. We can go have hunts of a lifetime. We can have fishing experiences of a lifetime. I was just talking to my buddy Alan from Trout Unlimited, and he said they had some thing that they're going on when we're doing the Wildlife for Tomorrow Hall of Fame induction banquet. What's up, Lynn? When we're doing that, he's got something going on. So they're doing a video congratulating another TU guy another TU guy for being inducted into the Arizona Outdoor Hall of Fame. And I said, well, what are you guys going to be doing? He said, well, we have a trip planned. And he said, he said 5 days, 4 nights, fully guided, fully outfitted, even happy hour every night taken care of for $2,800. And I'm thinking, did you say 12,800? No, $2,800. And that's right, Grizz. Everything is within reach if you want it bad enough. But if we start looking at this, and this is what my man, I'm not going to say his name, the cart dude at the grocery store taught me anything is he said he took 2 weeks off. He was in Africa for 2 weeks. And obviously, his parents, his family, everybody's helping out. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, like I could do this. Like if you want to go up to Blue Rooster, like we do every year, we get a bison and a Watusi, we fill the freezers. That's how it goes. I'm saving up for a guide service for my elk hunt because I want to do that. But if you just really break it down, this isn't that unattainable. Now, when it comes to going to Africa, by the way, y'all, it's going to take a minute to get me to Africa because it's a 16, 17-hour flight. There is not enough episodes of Meat Eater that I can watch to get me through a 16, 17-hour flight. Y'all know the ABCs of me. I do not like it. I was very excited. I just booked a flight with my girlfriend to Vegas. And I'm like, that's 55 minutes. I'm like, okay, I can handle that. Other than that, I'm good. Other than that, yeah. So Africa, maybe not. But, local things, not local, but domestic hunts with these big hunting ranches and things like that, you can totally get this. This is affordable. If you want to talk about maybe going out with the Arizona fishing guides and Scooter Griffin, a couple $100, you're like, I can do that. It's not unattainable if you just see it, look at it, and look at it from a perspective of, I'm going to save for this. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you did a what? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah. He did a 16. Grizz said he did a 16-hour flight on the back of a C-130 and cargo net. I know I can do it, buddy, especially if you can do that. I can definitely do we can have some drinks and maybe a meal, some snacks. I could definitely pull it off. I don't really think I want to, man. Yeah. Yeah. Save extra time. Yeah. Lay down seats, buddy. Dude, people are losing their minds on flights. I'm seeing videos on top of videos of people putting like their feet up there, flipping their hair back and all that. I don't know what I do in any of those situations. No. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, porcupine eating in Vietnam. Lynn, where did that come from? I dig that. Okay, bud. Let's talk about porcupine eating in Vietnam. I don't know where we went from, my buddy, the cart guy. He's hunting in Africa, and we're going to talk about porcupine eating in Vietnam. Yeah, let's go. Why not? Oh, my gosh. Anyway, anything y'all want to do, whether it's some hunting ranch or whether it's a multiple night fishing trip, it is attainable. It might not be attainable this second, but damn, like really get into it, like really understand what it would be to save the money to make that happen. Yeah. Dude, seriously. And Grizz, maybe if I can go to Africa holding onto a cargo net on a C-130, that would definitely be more enjoyable than dealing with the jabronis that you have to deal with on flights. Like the flight to Vegas that we're taking, is going to be a quick up and down. I can deal with a complete jerk on a 50 for 55 minutes. I can do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You said there's this video on Facebook. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You live your life. That's right, Chris. I love this. So what Grizz just said is he's firmly believe you just live your life. I just found out that I'm cancer free still. How about this? Life's too short not to do the things you want to do. God love you, Grizz. We love you, man. That's fantastic. Cancer free again. That's what I'm talking about. G. What kind of cancer was it? If you could share with us, that'd be great. Lost my father to brain cancer, and in liver cancer, my uncle. I'm sorry, my grandfather. And so yeah, man, cancer's no joke. Man, I'm proud of you, buddy. Great job. And you're the one that doesn't use sunscreen. We need to. Grez, you're as hypocritical as I am, dude. Seriously. Do you live your life in theory like Mike? Yes. I should be fine. That'd be all right. God bless you, buddy, man. Congratulations. That's fantastic. I'm very, very proud of you. It's a woo. Prostate cancer, no joke, man. A good friend of mine that you would know the name. I don't want to say it because it's not public knowledge. I just dealt with the same some colon cancer, not prostate cancer, but colon cancer. And let me tell you what, I don't want to deal with it. I love y'all. So what's your advice, Chris? I know what your advice is, huh? Get screened. I know you're going to say it. I know you get screened. Hell yeah. Catch that early. Yeah. So good for you, buddy. Proud of you. And but yeah, so live your life. It's funny. I just apparently Mother Road Brewing is one of my favorite breweries out of Flagstaff. Fantastic dudes, just good people, just good everything. And I'm trying to drink a lot less beer. I'm trying to actually not drink beer, especially after yesterday. Some pool time, let me tell you. Woo! Celebrated that. But I'm trying to drink a lot less. But then I saw this little QR code that said own a part of your favorite brewery. And it was a QR code to invest in a big push that they have to go national outside of the 3 or 4 states that they're in right now. And I'm like, well, why the hell not? You only live once. I'm not taking it with me. Tomorrow's promising nobody. I'll own part of a brewery. That's kind of fun. And I just went ahead with it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. Yeah. You don't get it. You're 65 or so. Start getting a check at 45. Amen, brother. Amen. Yeah. And Lynn, I'm telling you, man, the C word is just vicious, a vicious monster. So yeah, right. Yeah. So was an advanced stage. Grizz just came at it. Chris said, do your worst. Love it, man. Good for you, man. Proud of you. That's amazing. Yeah. But anyway, don't let I'm sorry. Don't let the cart guy at your grocery store out hunt you. I'm just throwing it out there. I dig him. Again, I've done everything to show that guy nothing but love, respect, and just attention. And I'm like, he's out hunting me. How does this happen? It's my buddy Dan. Dan, no excuse hunting. He's blind as a bat. Blind, can't see squat. Has taken more than me, taken more than you, taken more than all of us. Dude's a hunter. Can't wait to get him back on. Blind as a bat. God love him. What an amazing dude. And just a good soul, just a good human. You want to know these people like Grizz, good human. Lynn, y'all good humans. Y'all are good people. We're good people. We're gonna be just fine. So don't let any disability stop you, and don't let any financial whatever stop you. Just start to just set your mind for this is how long it's going to take so I can save for this, and you're going to get there. Even if you're the cart guy at a grocery store, God love him. Seriously, I drove home in normally here. Okay, I'll give you guys the ABCs of me. I listen to a lot of talk radio. I have no formal training. Surprise, surprise. And so bats get around you darn right. So I have no formal training. My old real estate partner, Winey, and I just decided to start the Mike and Winey show 17 years ago. And what I would do is I would listen to talk radio, and the people would come in from the commercials. The host would set up the segment, whether it's Rush Limbaugh, whoever it was, would set up the segment. I would turn it off, and I would finish that in my car. I'm always talking in my truck. I'm always talking to myself. I'm talking to somebody who's not there. I'm always just, it's just me. Dead silent coming back from the grocery store the other day. Didn't really know how to process it. I was like, literally the cart guy over there is like out hunting me, not by like, hey, I got a deer this year. I got an elk this year. Setting records of kudu. Okay. All right, Mike. We're gonna get this figured out. Holy mackerel! Hey, did y'all hear about this? This is something that was interesting that I saw last week, and I think we should talk about it. Shall we? All right, let's go ahead and talk about it.
Look at the rescue effort that happened at the Salt River last weekend.
More than 100 people were stranded when they were caught in a strong undercurrent. You know, it's a bit deceiving when you take a look at the Salt River. It was last Friday south of the Pebble Beach recreation area off the Bush Highway. People were tubing and they got caught in debris and overgrowth from large tree branches, which blocked the passage. And then the current pulled them in. There's some areas of the river that are very shallow, and there are others that are very
Look, I'm not being mean, but that's exactly how each and every one of us dads have pulled our kids out of the water at some point. We grab them by the life vest, by the shoulders, and just yank them aside.
And then you see how swift these waters are moving. Tano National Forest.
And she's putting that around her neck. Where are you going with that?
Folks were stranded on the shoreline. Law enforcement with the Tano National Forest rescued between 100 to 200 people.
That woman.
Troy Hayden just lost it. Troy Hayden was watching because Troy Hayden is he's one of us. So Troy Hayden watched this woman in a bikini take her first step. Listen to him.
Shoreline. Law enforcement with the Tano National Forest rescued between 100 to 200 people.
That woman.
That woman.
Well, look at what they're sucking right here. Those huge branches, all the overgrowth. Rescuers, they say a handful were sent to the hospital because of dehydration.
Yes, and Chris, thank you for remembering the Mike and Winey show. Appreciate that, pal. But seriously, look, this is the Salt River. I'm not making fun of these people because this is nothing to make fun of, but this is something we need to talk about. Y'all, the Salt River, any river, waterfalls, streams, lakes, good Lord, Lake Pleasant is not the Incredicoaster at Disneyland. It's not Space Mountain. If something goes wrong, they just fix it. And if you're on there, you're safe to some level of standards that is brought to us by OSHA or whoever it is. And you're safe to an extent. Out in the desert, in the forest, in a river or lake, stream, whatever it is, you are at the mercy of nature. And nature will blank you up. Nature will look at you and go, F-A-F-O. I dare you, because you're about to find out. Don't. So when you think, oh, Salt River tubing, we're all going Salt River tubing, like there's zero risk to it. That's not the case, obviously, because the poor lady in the bikini just took she got lassoed by rescuers, even so Troy couldn't even keep a straight face. I mean, 100 people had to be rescued. People went to the hospital. Yeah, because it's not a ride. It's a piece of nature. In nature will jack you up. I was having a conversation with a very good friend this weekend, and we're talking about different changes in climate and all that. We weren't getting into the whole politics of it all, but I mean, at the one point I said, you know what? Here's the deal. If I have the temperature going up to 200 degrees, maybe that's just the earth saying, dude, y'all are done. You had a good ride. The dinosaurs had a good ride. Y'all had a good ride. We'll figure out aliens maybe next. I don't know. See who can do better. Yeah. The earth will jack you up wherever you are outside of your house, outside of the friendly confines of the asphalt jungle that we live in. Outside of that, whether it's the desert, the lake, the forest, whatever it is, you are an eco-tourist, period. You are not the top of the food chain anymore. You are not the apex predators. Yours are not. And by the way, we as humans have lost the whole apex predator thing decades and decades, generations ago, because we had the advancements of weaponry and skills and these little things right here called thumbs. But we are not. So you go out to the desert and you are at the mercy of a plant. If y'all understand this, we're in Arizona. We have something called the cholla cactus. The cholla cactus is AKA jumping cactus. Is Satan's flower. It's like if Satan got a bouquet of flowers to give to somebody, Satan would choose cholla because it's evil. Everything, even plants for the love of God in the desert, want to kill you. So you are an eco-tourist. And cholla, by the way, there's just nothing. There's nothing you can do. You roll by a cholla, you're like, now it's stuck in my leg, and that needle's that deep. It's that big. It's that deep. There is nothing on earth sharper than a cholla needle. Period. There's no needle you can get in the hospital that is sharper than a cholla needle. It's just him. Oh, okay. Scotty said he got his open water certification in the Salt River. Yeah, I don't trust water I can't see, apparently, because I see these even intern beans that are cert dive out at Lake Pleasant, and I'm like, how do y'all see anywhere through this? I haven't dived. I don't have clearance from my neurosurgeon at Barrow to dive anymore. But my certification was don't tell me you love cholla, Lynn. You don't love. Nobody loves cholla. Nobody. But my cert dive was in, Southern California. It was a nice, wonderful day. It was clear. It was this and that. Yeah. And then I see these people getting the cert dives out here in Arizona going, damn. Like, I think my buddy is somewhere. My buddy was somewhere over there. Oh, there he is right there. I feel him now. I can't see squat, but here we go. Yeah, there he is. There's right there. By the way, that Grizz, same, brother. Same. I remember when I was at ICU in Flagstaff, and I had a piece of my skull about the size of probably a quarter in my brain. And they said, we have to have your surgery. And I'm like, am I in a strip mall? Where am I right now? This is the weirdest. I have no idea what's going on. And the surgeon comes in and he goes, my name's Dr. So-and-so. I'm from Barrow. I'm just here on a rotation. I come here every 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's get in there. Let's make it happen. Yeah. Cert dive in Okinawa, dude. How was that? Cert dive in Okinawa. I mean, is it? I don't know a lot about the waters around Japan, so talk to me about that. I mean, was it super clear? I bet it was. Holy mackerel! Just like flying instruments. Instruments take science and learning and math and all that. And who's got the time for that? I bet it was, Mark. That's fantastic. He just cert dive in Okinawa. What? That's the cool part. I think that's the cool part. I think I'm assuming, Mark, it was some sort of military, but I mean, that's the cool part about the military. It really is. You're like, yeah, dude, I got my certification in Okinawa, Japan. That's so cool and so dang cool. I love that. Lynn, you got to pop back in here. I want to talk about. I love Choya. Love Choya. Nobody loves Choya. Choya is evil. It is. Yes. Yes. Marines. Nice. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And appreciate all you. Appreciate all you guys' service, man. I love you guys. But let's get back to this. So 100 people had to be rescued from the Salt River, one of the most like benign bodies of water you could possibly have. But it does teach us a lesson. It teaches us to respect what we're dealing with here. Don't, oh yeah, I know it's hot. I can hit that trail. It's no big deal. You know what that trail is going to do? Trail in weather and heat is going to kick your tuchus. This is what they're going to do. They're just going to team up and go, we got this guy. We're going to drop him right now. So understand the respect that you need, a lot like we talked about when we're showing FAFL Friday, and I was talking about fishing on the coast in Rocky Point. It's like you're on really not stable ground, kind of trying to come back in. You've got to turn your back to the ocean. Never, ever, never. Watch those sets. Be respectful. Be patient. And you should be okay. This is we'll wrap it up with this because this is actually too funny. I'm sorry, y'all. It just is what it is. A Texas man has to be rescued after attempting Class 4 rapids on a Walmart raft. Well, there you have it. I mean, come on now. I mean, this is a Texas man found out the hard way. Fortunately, the expert kayaker and his friends managed to save the inexperienced man from absolutely drowning. They're the biggest rapids on the river, and it was during the highest water dude was in a Walmart raft that he bought. I'm not bagging on Walmart, you guys. I'm not. I bought my poles, my offshore poles. They're basically catfish rods. I bought them at Walmart for $24 a piece because I didn't care if they got gummed up with salt water. I didn't care. I'm not ripping on Walmart one little bit. But here's the deal. I'm not going to go fishing for a 150-pound bluefin or an albacore with a Walmart rig. Just not going to. So I don't want to try. And again, God bless Walmart. Understand that the prices are what the prices are because the quality or the durability, I would say, is not up to par with something where you're going to spend a little bit more money on. And if you are going to deal in rafting, it's probably a damn good idea. And I mean a damn good idea to save up a little bit and spend a little more on something. Yeah, right, Lynn, but spend a little more on something that's going to save your life. If you're going to put your life in the hands of a raft, I'm not even talking about Amazon. If Amazon doesn't have it, or Amazon or Costco doesn't sell it, I don't need it or want it really in my life. But I'm not going to go on a Amazon raft. I'm not going to go out on a Costco raft. Not. I'm going to call my buddy Jason from Canyon Coolers, who basically started a cooler company to support his rafting habit. And I said, my man, here's my budget. What do I do? And he'll most likely say, yeah, grab that Walmart. Grab the Walmart raft. You're fine, Mike. You're good, dude. Don't worry about that. It's only class 2, class 3. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Former radio show host Mike Russell. Yeah, that's where it starts. And when it comes to, like we talked about earlier, whereas maybe it's a hunt, it's a fishing trip, whatever it is, and it's something that is going to be special, like a huge memory for you. Save up a little for it. Do it. Start now. Just save up. And I mean, just it could be dollars. It doesn't have to be anything. My son, intern new, just got his first job, and I told him, I said, oh, by the way, Lynn just said, I like bamboo poles like Opie Taylor's. Here's the gig. I remind everybody this. You can cheap out on fishing equipment, rods and reels if you're going to shore fish and just kind of do your thing. Heck yeah. Because our grandparents outfished us in every single way on those damn bamboo poles. They didn't spend $150, $200 on a rod and reel setup. Not at all. Fish are fish. They haven't changed. They're gonna bite where they bite. Yeah, same. Man, And that's why I get just as excited about a small fish as I do a big fish. Because it's just as hard to catch a small fish as it is to catch a big fish. Same. It's the same luck, same odds, same. Just keep a line in the water. Yeah. But anyway, cheap out on that. That's fine. Anything that is going to you're going to put your life in. Let's do some research and save up. Yeah. If you're going to go to another state, you're going to go on a big hunt. It's a guided thing or an outfitted thing. Do your research. Spend the dough, save the money, and it's just going to be better. And I keep saying this, and God love him. I want to say his name so bad because I'm so proud of him. Holy mackerel. The cart guy at my grocery store. The cart guy, my age. Like, this is his deal. He's the cart guy. Just went on this amazing Africa hunt. So if my man can do it, y'all can do it. I can do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, come back here in about a half hour. I'm going to do this whole Russell and Hunter's in other news. Rob's out until Wednesday, so it's going to be me riding solo. So come hang out with me. Let's have some fun, just like we do right here on the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Have a great afternoon, everybody. We'll see you in a bit.